In this video, we're going to be assembling the engine mount that goes here in the SpaceShipTwo-ish. What's unique about it is has a screw-on tail cone engine retainer. So we got to make sure that we have all the rings in the right spot. Plus, we're going to install the shock cord as well. So stay tuned for that in this video.
Welcome to Advanced Construction Videos, where we show you how to tackle rocketry building techniques and more. On our website, we sell kits, motors, building supplies, and electronics. So come and learn, shop, build, and fly when you visit us at apogeerockets.com.
Okay, we're ready to start assembling the engine mount. So we got our engine mount tube, 2 centering rings. This is for the shock cord anchor. And then we also have the tail cone retainer. So it's critical that the spacing on the rings is right. So we made a drawing right here to show you how deep in those rings have to be. And you can't see it too well right here. But we did give you, when you get the tail cone retainer, it comes with a template right here. So I'll kind of dry fit things. So we're going to have on the front end, and we need to leave just a little bit of gap so that we can put in a fiber or an epoxy fillet on that end. Then this is going to go here. And then this is used to position that ring. So you're going to slide this all the way up to the end, and then that ring can go no farther back than that. And then this tail cone retainer, so this is the base, and that's going to get glued on there like that. And then eventually this is going to be twisting it on, but we can't have that ring interfering. So that's why there's this right here to make sure that this ring doesn't interfere with the shoulder on the tail cone. So I'm going to start by tying my shock cord, and this is 750-pound Kevlar, and I'm going to there we go. Okay, now it's cinched down, and we're going to stick this ring over the front end. Actually, it goes over this ring and under the next one. So it's going to go like that, and then it's going to go this one. Like that. So the reason we do it this way is, you know, if this shock cord gets pulled this way, it's going to collapse the tube, and then it would be allowed to slide through, but it's never going to be able to collapse that ring like that. So that's kind of why we go over one and under the other. So you go over the back one and under the front one. Obviously, we don't want to go over the front one. So that's going to get glued up there like that. And then this one will be glued like this. And I'll just mark it with a pencil so you can kind of see. So it's going to go like right here. And I don't want to go any further back. I can go further forward, but not further back, like that. And I think I want to use epoxy on this, so I don't have epoxy here. I'm going to use 5-minute epoxy to put this together. And let me go get my epoxy and I'll be right back. And I think I'm going to do is just a little bit floppy, so I'm just going to tack it in place. Just a little bit of super glue, just so it doesn't move around on me. So I've got some, it's actually 15-minute epoxy, but 5-minute will work too. So equal amounts of both. Okay. Okay, so that's on. You can also go ahead and epoxy this onto the motor tube. And then you can see that on this side it's got ridges, and that's where the epoxy is going to go. So go ahead and smear some on that as well. And I got epoxy all over those threads, so I'm going to have to wipe that off. Okay, so that's on. Make sure that I can see my pencil mark, which right there. All right, so I'm going to let that harden and clean things up. To clean things up, I recommend using rubbing alcohol. It cuts the epoxy pretty good. So I'm going to let this harden, clean things up, and then I'll be back.